allergies. Hey everyone. I got a frog in my throat. How are you guys doing? To the stripes? What stripes? Oh, my stripes. I'm just wearing something more. I don't know, the stripes. I tried to leave in a striped shirt, but then I was like, nah. I wanted something more closed off today on the outside world. Hey from the trail, BT. I just hopped back on real quick. First of all, because I want to get closer to my goal of reaching 6,000 this month. I'm so close. I'm like 100 subscribers off or so. And I'm determined to make it. So please consider subscribing. I never say it, but this time I have like a goal set for myself. So if y'all would be too kind or so kind to do it, if you like the channel, of course. If not, then of course not. But hi to Sri Lanka, Herman. Hi, Ronik, Mr. I hope my battery is gonna be enough. I just got back and then I started editing a video, but I need to download my stuff, like my video clips right now from, you know, the cloud. So it's gonna take a while. So I decided to make my lunchbox for tomorrow and to hop on real quick. Because y'all make me so used to being able to, you know, have conversations in my kitchen that I don't know, whenever I'm in the kitchen by myself, I feel lonely now. And I used to never feel lonely in my kitchen, but now that I'm so used to having you guys here in my kitchen, I don't know, I like it. Why not? Why not hang out together? Let's be lonely together. I'm just gonna make some quick oats with some peanut protein or peanut powder. Have you ever used that? Hi, I'm from Germany. I live in the United States. Thank you for subscribing. I highly doubt we'll reach the goal of 6,000 subscribers today, but we are so close, like so close. And I was, you know, thinking it'd be cool to reach 6,000 in June because it's the 6th month, 7,000 in July, and then 8,000 in August. And that's a very far-fetched goal, but sometimes it's good to set yourself some goals, right? Even if they're like a little bit too unrealistic, but a girl can dream, right? American mom, double wrong. I'm not American, first of all, and second, I'm not a mom, so no. 100% American mom. 100% no. Some guys are overly confident. I cannot do a spin. Unfortunately, I'm spinned out for today. I don't do things on request on the channel. I'm not one of those channels. Unless it's something funny or something I don't mind doing, but I'm not doing like 360 spins. I don't do backflips. Surprise, surprise. I know everyone thought I'm like really good at backflips. So that must be a shocker to hear, but ew. Raisins. This is not for me. Some people in this house like raisins, and it's not me. Hit me with a wooden spoon. I will follow this request for sure. That's the only request I take. Jay, do it. You know what to do. Ready? Okay. Everyone that's not familiar, this is the spoon. Originally used for stirring the pot or for measuring your pasta. This is 1 portion size of pasta, by the way, for birds, not for real people. Who eats only this amount of pasta? I don't know who invented this measuring spoon, but like I used to say, or sometimes say, this can also be used as a measuring unit for trolls, how to call it, things they are equipped with. I'll leave it there. Man, the allergies are really bad today. It's really a hot and humid and murky day in Tennessee today, and everyone's just coughing and sneezing today. There's something in the air, some sort of pollen going around. Oscar, what are you complaining? I'm gonna add some protein powder to this, or it's not protein powder, it's like peanut, just like powdered peanuts. So basically just the protein of the peanut without the fat. Your channel says you're American. Why does my channel say I'm American? It doesn't. It says America. That's a name. That's not America. You spell America with an E. If you paid attention in school. But yeah, I'm a German lady. You're right, you're right. Sorry if I said that wrong. I probably did. There's a German restaurant in St. Petersburg, Florida, when if you order a drink on Sunday, you get spanked with the paddle. Really? Wow, that sounds really German. Nice. Maybe I should work there. Make my hobby into a passion, or into a job. My passion into a job. That sounds pretty cool. Do they actually do that, or is that a joke? I need to go there. I was, last year I went to Florida. I was pretty close to St. Petersburg. If only I knew about that back then. Hello, can you sing some heavy metal for us? Take a wild guess. Of course I can, but I don't want to show off. I don't like bragging, so I keep that to myself. Is Shuriken in the room? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure, no. Yes. Valley, most Americans don't know the real world. You tell them. You tell them, those Americans. Dang it. What Americans are you talking about? South Americans, North Americans, Middle Americans, Guatemala, USA, Canada, Mexico. Where in America are we talking about? Scooby-Doo. Someone said that before. That looked like Daphne. That's probably like a new TikTok thing, isn't it? It's like when they say, you look like Felix from Stray Kids. I have several videos. Oh, BT, you know what to do now with those videos. If you want to, of course. I would love to see that. I still can't imagine that. Hi, I'm here to Iran. Oscar, are you itching? Even Oscar got the allergies really bad today. Poor guy. Alrighty. Our oats are pretty much done. I'm going to add a little drizzle of honey into that. Just a little squirt. And what else can I add? I think that's it. Oh, I need a lid. Ta-da! Oats for tomorrow done. I kid you not, you bent over and they smack you with a paddle. I never ordered a drink there. I wonder why, but I saw a bunch of people get spanked and multiple times you can decline if you don't. Well, at least you can decline. That's like the difference between a real German restaurant and an American restaurant that's German. That's crazy though. Do they like really like, you know, like do it right? Or are they just pretending? They're like, hey, yeah. And it's just like making a sound, but not really like spanking. Or are they leaving a mark there? Hi, Anwar. Radwan, I'm from Germany. And I live in the United States. I moved to America or to the United States a few years ago. I'm out of breath today. I'm gonna pick up my dog real quick. He's itching. His soul is leaving his body. That's how it sounds like. I'll be back. Baby, I'm coming. Oh, girl. Shakti, are you itching? No. Are you itching? No, Shakti, your little chin. Don't itch. It's not good for you. Itching is not good for you, Shakti. It's gonna make your skin swell. Oh. Teach German. We can do a little German lesson if you want to. This is Oscar. Das ist Oscar. My dog. Mein Hund. He is very cute. Er ist sehr süß. Right? This is his spoon. Das ist sein Löffel. And he's gonna give you a spanking. Und er gibt dir ein Spanking. Wie sagt man? What's spanking in German? Am I actually German? See, I never get spanked, so I wouldn't know the word for it. Spanking. Any German here that can help me out? Hey, Nash. Y'all here for a good old Oscar spanking? Oscar Nash said yes, I think. Pretty sure. Good evening. Hi, Big Lots. Big Lots, isn't that a store? He is very cute. Thank you for saying hi to Oscar. Oscar, they all love you. Wait until you get a spanking from Oscar, though. Thanks, Nash, as usual. Just looking out for my boy. Nash is always looking out for you, Oscar. Yes. He's a good guy. It's a proper here with a big paddle. I will upload a couple and send you the link. Okay. Thanks. I'm really, really curious. So, Nash, you were from Florida too, or in Florida. BT just told me that there's this German restaurant in Florida where they give you a spanking with a paddle, kind of like my spoon, just probably like a proper big one. So I think I gotta put that on my list of things or places I need to visit. And of course, I would have to have the hubby receive a spanking. And Booger Man too. Talking about spankings, here's the right one for that. Message retracted. I saw it. And now that the message is gone, I can at least like it. Why error, try again. It wouldn't let me do it. Can you still see it? Thank you, Justin. I love my dog too. He's a cutie. Oscar, they want to smooch. Oscar doesn't give smooches, only to me. And he has a few people he gives smooches to. He's very particular when it comes to smooches. I don't know which is funnier, that or getting teabagged by a drag queen when you call bingo. What's this? And you're wrong at drag queen bingo. I never played drag queen bingo, but that sounds fun. Booger Man. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Booger Man. Appreciate it. Also, Mr. Booger Man, thanks for the floating heart. That's very cute. I like that one. I checked out Rock Island and it looks beautiful, so I might have to travel there. Just saying. The heart is not for the buttons. The heart is for the donation itself. So, just letting you know. Hey, Ashtar, the spoon has a hole. This can be, if it fits here, that means you're a real troll. And it's also for spaghetti. So you can use it for spaghetti, for one portion of spaghetti. Thank you for the flower. Really appreciate that. Cute. Getting flowers. What a dream. I did not expect to get flowers on a Sunday evening. Thanks for that. And as a proper Southern person, which I'm not, but getting there, I'm drinking sweet tea even after 4 p.m. Living on the edge. Holy moly. I bought a house in Rock Island just so I could hike and swim more often. I would certainly do that too if I could. I don't blame you. Let me like that. Well, thank you, Booger Man. I appreciate that. Take a screenshot of that. It looks really, really nice. So, is there, I saw kayaking there. But it looks kind of dangerous because it looks like it's like white, like wild rafting. What's it called? Is it wild rafting? Wild water rafting? Wild water rafting? Looks like more like extreme kayaking, not like the chill kayaking. And swimming, is it dangerous to swim there, or is it just, does it have like lakes too? Because the water looked a little rugged. Like beautiful to like go and watch, but swimming in it, I don't know. But you would know better. King of Queens. I'm gonna read that real quick. First, talking to you gives off a different vibe. You notice details. Rare. Your thinking is different from others. You make me feel comfortable. Well, thanks. King of Queens. I appreciate that. What language was that translated from? And why is my chat translating messages? I want it in the original language. I appreciate that comment. Hi, Grüße nach Berlin, Christian. My dog looks like Mike Hawk. What? I definitely never heard that before. Guten Morgen nach Deutschland. Ach ja, es ist schon sehr früh morgens. Christian, bist du noch am Arbeiten? Ask is playing with a squeaky toy, in case you're hearing that. 20 Grad, na das ist doch mal angenehm, oder? Zumindest früh morgens. What's today's dinner in your house? You will come in dinner. Sure. There's no dinner in my house today. I really don't feel hungry because it is really, really hot outside. So when it's super hot, I'm not like hungry, which is probably for the best at the moment. Because this morning when I tried to get dressed, I was like, my clothes feel a little tight around the waist, so I might just like slow down a little bit on the snacking department. So, thank you. Yes, I'm doing fine. How about yourself? What did y'all have to for dinner tonight or for lunch today? On this Sunday, what did y'all eat? Kanada ist weiter in der WM. Ich hab's gehört, ja, Kanada hat Tore geschossen. Sehr schön. Bin ich nicht sauer drüber. Hi Rashid, good morning. Bist du wach? Hast du heute frei, Michael? Christian, sorry, ich habe gerade Michael gelesen. Und dann ein Christian geantwortet. Hi Michael. Schönen Tag auch an dich. If you really love your subscribers and give us all a flying kiss, you get one through the hole. But only through the hole. Hab frei, sehr gut. Sehr schön. Frei ist gut, gerade bei der Hitze. Aber morgen ist ja schon wieder normal, oder? Relativ von der Temperatur her, habe ich gehört. Hast du mir, glaube ich, vorhin gesagt, oder? Ich bin mir nicht mehr sicher, ob du das warst. Hi, Luke. Hey, Shuriken. We had fish, brown rice, and vegetables, which is usual for us Sunday. Nice, good, good. That sounds very, very healthy, very well-balanced meal for sure. Brown rice, I like brown rice. Although it's a double-edged sword with the brown rice, to be honest. I do like it. I like the fiber content and that it has more vitamins and minerals, but at the same time it has more heavy metals and arsenic than white rice because the heavy metals usually like sit in the outer parts of the corn or the rice, like the husk. So there's downsides and positives for brown rice versus white rice. But yeah, I guess the good sides overweigh the downsides. I like brown rice too, I eat it too. I just don't like that it takes forever to cook it. That's another downside. 41 Grad, Sonne gewesen. Boah, 41 Grad, das ist schon heftig, oder? Hi Jessie, Ellen. Well, thanks for the information, Tony. The brown rice, there's no winning. Yeah, I guess that's with everything. If you take, anything that's healthy, I'm sure there's something you'll find about it that is like not ideal, So I think we would just go crazy at one point if we just tried to look too deep into everything. That would just stress people more than what it would do good. So, and I guess if people are too stressed and too worried about what they put inside their stomachs or what they eat, that stress would probably have like a more devastating effect than the things they're eating, if you know what I mean. I guess, I don't know. Sommer der Wintertyp, Michael. Ich liebe Schnee, ich liebe Kälte, Hitze macht mir echt zu schaffen und ich mag auch nicht so gerne so kurze Klamotten. Ich mag lieber kuschelige Klamotten. Ich mag es kuschelig, nicht so heiß. Und du? Heute spielt Deutschland in der WM. Oh, heute? Ach so, ja, bei euch ist ja schon Montag. Ich finde das immer so komisch, dass bei euch schon Montag ist und hier noch Sonntag. Das ist wie so Zeitreise irgendwie, wie in so einem Science-Fiction-Film. Manchmal raucht mein Kopf, wenn ich darüber nachdenke. Hi, I'm in the United States. Pretty sure that's tea in moderation is pretty great around, but I'm probably wrong. It certainly is good, but the heavy metals again, but we'll just forget about it. Life's too short to worry about heavy metal. And heavy metal music, in my opinion, heavy metal music, so stressful. Like, it's like someone screaming at you. Maybe you need to grow up with it or something, but it just never grew on me. It's like someone screaming at me. It makes my adrenaline go up. It is not peaceful to me. I don't know how some people like heavy metal music, but well, I'm drinking sweet tea, by the way, as we're talking about tea. And that certainly is bad for you because of all the sugar, of course. But I have this whole jug and I don't want to throw it away. So I'm drinking it. I'm going to finish it hopefully by tomorrow. Although I still got a way to go. If anyone wants a sip of sweet tea, please go at it or have at it. Die Cloucher Day. Um was geht's da? Ist das ein amerikanischer Film? Finde ich auch. Hasse Hitze so schnell. Ja, so geht's mir auch, Michael. Es macht einfach, man hat keinen Bock, irgendwas zu machen. Man hat keinen Bock rauszugehen. Man kriegt Sonnenbrand und nee, einfach nee. Hitze, brauche ich persönlich nicht. Bisschen Wolken am Himmel, ein bisschen Regenschauer oder ein schöner Wind. Nicht zu viel natürlich, aber ein bisschen. So schönes Schwarzwaldwetter wie bei mir zu Hause. Was ist deine Lieblingswitterung? Christian, meine Lieblingswitterung, Regen. Regen oder Schnee. Ja. Ich muss an den einen Spaziergang denken oder die Wanderung, die ich gemacht habe, als ich im März für eine Beerdigung in Deutschland war. Bin ich im Schwarzwald wandern gegangen. Das war im März. Da war es so nicht mehr ganz Winter, aber auch noch nicht Frühling, so genau dazwischen. Und es wurde so ein bisschen grün und oben auf dem Berg hat es noch geschneit und hat noch Schnee gelegen. Und wir sind in so eine Hütte hochgewandert, in so eine kleine Holzhütte. Und das war das perfekte Wetter für mich. Man konnte einen Wollpulli anziehen, aber keine Jacke. Und schöne Wolken und ein paar Schneeflocken. Ja, so, das ist mein Lieblingswetter, muss ich sagen. So, someone asked me in German, what's your favorite weather? Anyone wants to answer that here in English? I know Shuriken and I have the same taste with weather. And I just said that in German. Spielberg-Film im Kino. Ah, echt? Okay. Wusste ich gar nicht, siehst du? Has anyone seen Obsession? The movie made by this YouTuber or YouTubers. Which language are you speaking? I'm speaking German, sorry. German and English, I'll switch back and forth. Was machst du beruflich? Ich leite sowas wie eine Tafel hier in Amerika, wo wir Spenden sammeln von Supermärkten und Leuten, die finanzielle Spenden oder Lebensmittel spenden. Und dann gebe ich das aus an Leute, die wenig finanzielle Mittel haben oder keine. Also kommt immer drauf an. Jeder kann kommen, auch reiche Leute könnten kommen, wenn sie wollen, wenn sie es brauchen. Es gibt keine Anforderungen, aber in der Regel sind es Leute, die bedürftig sind. You want to go to Germany for MS? What's that? I only know the disease MS. Cloudy is best, rain or no rain? Yes, cloudy. I agree. What is a 6-7? I don't know. And I know it, but I don't even want to know, to be honest. Auf Wiedersehen. Hi, Nook. Oh, Nook, you make me want to play Animal Crossing now. One of the characters there is called Tim Nook. It's like a little cute panda bear. Kursleiter. Nee, kein Kurs, Leute. Wie sagt man? Also ich bin Direktor sozusagen von so einer Foodbank oder von so einer, sowas in der Art wie eine Tafel, wo wir Essen gratis ausgeben an Leute. Und ich habe dann eben Leute, die für mich Sachen abholen oder mir helfen und so Freiwilligenarbeit machen, Studenten und so weiter. I don't live in Germany, no. I am from Germany, or I am German, but I live in the United States. I moved to the United States. Rettungsgasse, Ruben. Rettungsgasse is a German word. It means evacuation corridor. So in Germany, you have to make an evacuation corridor when there's an accident on the Autobahn or the highway, as you say here. So usually the people on the left side, like if it's 2 lanes, people on the left will go left and the ones on the right will go all the way to the right. So in the middle, the emergency cars can pass through. That's called Rettungsgasse. Hey Emre, merhaba. Daniel, that sounds Italian. Hi Roshant, Citizen, verboten in Deutschland. Oh, echt jetzt? Krass. Verboten in Deutschland. Sowas hat man ja selten. Oft sind Filme ja in Amerika verboten oder in anderen Ländern, aber in Deutschland, das habe ich selten gehört, dass ein Film verboten wird. Interessant. Thank you, Shuriken. Love your rhymes today. I appreciate that. Sometimes I like my goofy rhymes. I don't know what it is about rhyming. There's this one cartoon in Germany. It's called Pumuckl. Ihr Deutschen kennt doch bestimmt Pumuckl, oder? And Pumuckl is like a little, kind of like a goblin. He lives with this like woodworker. So it's like a very old one. I always watched it when I was a kid. Like in Germany, they play very old cartoons. Even like later on, like we really like old school TV in Germany. And it's like this Bavarian grumpy man with a mustache, and he lives by himself, just like single dude. You know, he likes his pretzels and his beer, and going to the bar, drinking a beer, and being by himself, and just like a lone wolf kind of guy. And he's a woodworker. He like carves stuff, and he's a carpenter too. So he does like everything wood. And one day, there's this little, is it a goblin? It's like, there's a different word for goblin. So we say Klabautermann, like it's like a little, tiny little bit, like an elf goblin. And he just moves in with him, and it's just like the most endearing story. Just this grouchy man just warming up to the little goblin, and just like he makes him like a little bed out of wood and like a little swing, and you know, everything he makes out of wood, and he just lives with him, and it's like a really cute story. And the little goblin always rhymes too, so maybe that's why I like to rhyme, because it was one of my favorite shows as a kid. Herr der Ringe ist am besten. Ich liebe Herr der Ringe auch. Hi Explorer, it's so hot right now in Germany, we don't have AC. I know. I'm sorry you're dealing with the heat, that's really rough. Also, Explorer, I saw your rhyme yesterday or so. That was very cute. Thank you for that. If you don't mind it, I'll post it in my community posts or in my posts. You know, the photo thingy. If you don't mind that. I just thought it would be cute to share that. Pumuckl ist cool. Oder? Pumuckl ist das Beste. Der Beste. Are you eligible for the pension in Germany? I mean, if I went back to Germany, I would be, but I'm not planning on that, so I'm not claiming any pension. I like to work here in America and make my money over here. Why don't you sit in other rooms sometimes? Because I was making my lunch for tomorrow, and I like standing. Sitting is not good for you. It's I read it already. Yes, thank you, Explorer, for answering questions here. Oh yeah, here, you just asked me, did you check my email? I did, yep, I just saw it. I think it was yesterday or so. Oh, sorry. Usually I am just hoping that people will be here in the stream at one point and I'll just say thank you here. I'm not really a big texter or emailer, so usually I just like see it and then I'll just say thank you here. But I didn't want to post it without your consent, so if you give me your consent, I'll post it in the community tabs because I thought it was really cute. Thanks for that. Yes, King, I live in the US. When next time you come to meet your sister, let me know. I don't know yet. It's probably gonna be like sometime, if that, on Christmas. Like, I need a little bit of break off transatlantic flights. I'm really like overflying. Like, I hate flying. I hate traveling. But sometimes you gotta. Ich hab den Hund bei mir, Christian. Hundi und Katzis. Is housing really expensive there? Oh, that looks like Thai, isn't it? Thai language? But yeah, housing is pretty... If you're renting, I would say it's more expensive than Germany. If you're buying, it's cheaper than in Germany. So it depends. Okay, thank you, Xor. I'll post it then. I know, Germany's not supposed to be that hot. Like, I'm used to having hot weather here in Tennessee, but Germany should not be that hot. I mean, we do have... So I remember as a kid too, like we had like some really hot days, like 3 or 4 times a year, but not every year. So it wouldn't hit the... So in Germany, for everyone that's not in Germany right now, or Europe, there's like a really bad heat wave going on right now, and Germans and Europeans don't have AC. So think about us Europeans, please. It's really hard on them right now. But then again, I know there's other people in the world that also struggle with heat. So, but they're more used to it. Like, Europeans are not very used to that hot weather. It's like talking about like 105 degrees right now going on in Germany, you know, like us, like we are just like used to very mild temperatures throughout the year, or cold, but the heat really wears on a German because we're just not very exposed to that. So yeah, there's no escaping. So you have it hot at night when you go to bed. You have to sleep with all windows and doors open, so you're hoping for a little bit of a breeze going through and getting the hot air out of your house. Sometimes you can hang up a wet bed sheet at the window. So Explorer, I can recommend sleeping with a wet t-shirt, hanging up a wet towel or a wet bed sheet at your window or your door, so you will feel the cold breeze. What else can you do? Always shut down your blinds when you leave the house at daytime. So by keeping the sun out of your house, the room will stay much cooler. Because usually we have, like in Germany, have like big, like our walls are like this thick out of concrete or rock or wood. So it really stays cool if you keep the sun out of your house. Unless you live under the roof, then there's no help. There's nothing you can do. Order AC today. Yeah, you will get it after 2 months. Yeah, I understand. And by that time, it will already be over. Nordrhein-Westfalen. No, look at Freiburg, Explorer Freiburg. Freiburg. Sleep in opening a fridge. Honestly, I did that sometimes. Like, I had a big fridge in my student apartment, and I would just like empty one of the shelves on top, and I would just like do this and just like sleep for like 5 minutes to cool my head down in the fridge. Sometimes in a heat wave in Germany, there's like not much else you can do. Maybe a fan. A fan does help too. You can have a fan and you have like a chair here. Hang a wet towel over the chair and then put the fan behind that, and then the towel will blow and that will cool down the air that's coming towards you. So that's like a emergency solution. Hi Gupta, I am from Germany, but I live in the United States. So yeah, I live at or where I'm from in Germany is like the very south, the southwest, so the Black Forest area. But yeah, I'm feeling for all of you that is suffering from the heat right now. It is very hot here too. Hi soldier to Congo. Wow, that's far away. No, I do not have kids. Ex-US Army? Oh, what do you get from someone that is in the army? Like what benefits? Just healthcare. That's it. You must be missing public healthcare in Germany. I like visit my Hautarzt once in 2 months. If you get an appointment in Germany, go into the Hautarzt. Good luck. Whenever I had appointments with the Hautarzt, I was saying Hausarzt or Hautarzt? Because Hautarzt, if I had like an appointment with them, I would have to wait like 11 months or so at least. Like doctor's appointments in Germany, that's ridiculous. Like they make you wait like almost a year for an appointment sometimes. So people are always like, oh, the healthcare in Germany is so great. Honestly, no, it's absolutely not great. In my honest opinion, I think it is really, really ridiculous. Like it is good if you have like a really bad disease because everything will be covered and is for free. But I mean, you pay monthly still, but everything above that is for free. So it has benefits for sure, and it's much better than here when it comes to like something like that if you really have something bad going on. But if you're just relatively healthy, then I honestly even prefer the American version. If you're working, that is, like, or if you're like in the military and you have like a coverage. So it really depends on the perspective too. So I know it's like both systems are not ideal. I wish everyone was just like Denmark, where everything is just free. Hi, Jorge to Texas. Healthcare in USA. I mean, if you're in the army will cover your healthcare. If you're working, usually your job will cover your healthcare at least partly. You'll still like they will take some of your pay out of your pay for the healthcare, but it's like the same amount as you would pay in Germany if you work. So it doesn't really make a big difference. The only difference is that if it's not anything like that's like typically covered by your doctor, if it's anything outside of that, you have to pay that out of pocket. And you have like an out-of-pocket thing, like you have to pay like, for example, $10,000 a year out of your own pockets, but everything that would be above that, your healthcare would cover. It's a little complicated, so there's different like plans that you can have and different kinds of healthcare. But stuff like the dentist can be for free, for example, for some, like just a checkup, or doctor's checkups are usually for free too. But if it's like something really bad, then yeah. Ex-military is living, well, we're not planning on going to the Philippines after military. But yeah, a lot of people go to Thailand or Philippines, that is true, buy a house there because it's pretty cheap. But I wouldn't want to do that because I don't speak the language and it's way too hot for me personally. Chronic health conditions, so Germany's healthcare system, oh, for sure, yeah. If you definitely have something, then Germany is great when it comes to healthcare. If they, like if you're actually sick, then Germany comes in very handy because they do cover everything. So I'm glad you got the German healthcare system taking care of it. Thank you. Bye, Shuriken. Good to see you. Happy rest of your Sunday. I'm gonna go back to my computer in a little bit too. Hey, puppy dog friend. How you doing? Bis bald, Christian. Ich bin noch ein paar Minuten hier und dann gehe ich wieder an meinen Computer zurück. Ich muss noch ein bisschen arbeiten. I'm gonna go back to my computer and do some work there. I had to wait until my stuff is downloaded. So I made some lunch for tomorrow. Yes, I still work, Explorer. And yes, it is hot. About time, true. I'm glad you visit me on Sunday. Sundays with Grandma. I want to call it like that. I want to call it Sonntag mit Oma oder bei Oma. Oma means grandma or Grammy in German. I thought that would be a funny name. Thanks, Anua. But yeah, still work. Gotta work a lot next week. Oh yeah, next week's gonna be kind of busy. Ugh. Yeah, how's y'all's work going? Or day or week? Anything planned for next week? Or what's going on for y'all? Thank you, Booger Man. I appreciate you like using the super chat every time you text me, but yeah, thank you. Yes, more foraging this week. Do you have a channel too, Booger Man, by the way? If anyone has a channel here, I don't mind if you advertise your own channel or if you just let people know and you just want to, you know, if people support each other, I'm all for that. So if anyone can support you by following you, let us all know. Thank you for that. That is really kind of you. Kayak under the waterfalls. It's only white water when they release the dam. Damn. Will they tell me when they release the dam, or is it just gonna be like, surprise? No. You know, or is it like a sound they play? Is it like a time of the day or the week? How do I find out about that? Because I like kayaking, so I might bring my kayak when I go to, what's it called? Rock Island, right? River Rock, Rock Island? Rock Island, I think. It looked really, really beautiful. I looked it up yesterday when you told me. I was like, Tennessee? That sounds good. I want to travel more in Tennessee. I want to, you know, explore Tennessee a little bit more, because why travel far if the beautiful places are right around the corner? And you said Middle Tennessee, so that's not far from Nashville. I'm going to check that out whenever I have time. And I'm going to take y'all with me, of course. Maybe we'll see the Booger Man there kayaking. Who knows? If you see a weird German walking around with the phone filming, you know what's up. Hey, Abdul, thank you. Appreciate that. Y'all are very kind today. Not just today, y'all. You guys are always kind, but I really appreciate that. Let me take a screenshot. Thanks. And then here. Oscar, you want to say hi? Let's go. Wee. Hi. Hello. Hello. How y'all doing? It's Oscar speaking, not me, obviously. Howdy, y'all. How y'all doing? Hope you're having a blessed Sunday, y'all. That's very kind, Oscar. Oh. You upset? Oh, you want to cuddle? I know, you're a little cuddle buggle. Cuddle buggle. Typo, do you miss Germany? Oh, I do miss Germany, yes. When I talk to my family or friends on the phone, I definitely miss it. Or when I think about some food, or I look at old pictures or pictures from like my travels last year or early this year, I'm like, man, you know, but I also like it here. Cumberland Falls in Kentucky, not far from you, and it's beautiful. Oh, cool. Thank you, El Jefe Hodges. Thanks for the tip, Cumberland Falls. Okay. So the Cumberland River is gonna plummet into some falls? No, the Cumberland River. That would make sense. The Cumberland River. Where does the Cumberland River originate? Where's the source of the Cumberland River? Do you know that by any chance? I'm thinking. Well, thank you, Abdul. My day was pretty good. I was hiking this morning, then I was working, and then I came back, streamed a little bit, and then I had to leave the house and ran some errands. And yeah, here I am again. I was working on my computer, made some lunch for tomorrow, and thought I'm just gonna hop on a live stream real quick to say hi to everyone. Also, I'm trying to reach my goal of 6,000 subscribers this month, but we only have 2 days left, or 2.5 days. So I know it's really far-fetched because we're still 100 subscribers off, but I'm like hopeful. You know, I'm like OCD with languages, with numbers. So I like even numbers, and I was like, how cool would it be? Because in May we reached 5,000 subscribers, and May is the 5th month. So it's like, how cool would it be if I could reach 6,000 in the 6th month and 7,000 in July? So that's like my goal. After that will be unrealistic, but May to July I wanted to hit the numbers like according to the month, but we'll see. I might be a few days too late for it, but I'm still hopeful. A girl can dream, right? Oh, sorry, I didn't think my stream was stuck. I thought it's moving. Hey, Malai. Hey, you subscriber or a channel member. Thank you, Malai Kumar. Have you visited all the countries in Europe? I visited France, Switzerland, Italy, Croatia, Netherlands, Liechtenstein, no, not Luxembourg. Where else? Austria, Czech, Portugal, but not Spain. Thank you, puppy dog. We appreciate it. Mwah. Yes. Dubai. I've never been to Dubai. I have a friend here in the community that works for Emirates, the flight company or the airline, and was situated in Dubai too, but I think they're currently not there anymore. Okay, bye Anwar, see you again. Thank you for being here. Thank you, puppy dog. Portugal was really fun. Portugal was honestly one of the prettiest places I've ever been to. And so I've also been to Hong Kong and Macau in Asia, China, I guess. It's like a weird situation politically, you know, like technically China, but they're also kind of independent. Like it's like kind of sovereign, but not really. It's like really tricky terrain. But anyways, went to Macau. I took the speedboat from Hong Kong to go to Macau for a day, and I just walked it all by myself. So there's like a really old YouTube video on my channel if you want to check out me walking around Macau by myself without any maps, without any internet, just not knowing what I'm doing, where I am. I didn't even check the last boat when it's gonna go back to Hong Kong. I was just like mindlessly walking around, or just like, you know, without a plan. But I like that. I like just, you know, being adventurous. So I just went there, and when I walked around, I felt like I'm in Portugal, which makes sense because Macau used to be owned by Portugal. So you see a lot of Portuguese architecture in Macau, but it's also Chinese. So it looks Chinese and Portuguese at the same time. So it's a very interesting place to go to. After your studies in China, do you directly move to USA? No, so I lived in China for a little bit. Went back to Germany. Thank you. Wow, that's so pretty. I've never seen that before. You guys got all those cool new gifts or stickers. Thank you. Very nice of you. Wow, that's a big one. They stick around for a very long time. That reminded me that I really need to watch the World Cup or some games because I love watching soccer actually. So I really need to get into that again. Thanks for the reminder and for the gift. Where was I? Macau, Portugal. But yeah, it was really nice. So I was in Portugal too, and Lisbon and Porto. I liked Porto much better than Lisbon. Lisbon was just extremely hot. It was like so hot. I couldn't have stayed one more day. Like I melted. Like I was only there for a week, and 2 out of those 6 or 7 days I was there, I was just staying inside. I just couldn't. Too hot. And then they have like those like marble kind of roads in the city. It's like this like rock or stone that's getting really hot, and it's kind of bright, and it reflects the sun back at you, so it's hot from the ground and hot from the top, and it's just like insanely uncomfortable. But it was my fault for going in summer. I don't know why Germans always go to hot places in summer. So that's on me. It was still beautiful, but I liked Porto much better. But yeah, Macau reminded me a lot of Portugal, just in China, just with like, you know, Chinese people living there. Very interesting. Very crazy place with all those casinos, and like you'll see it in the video if you want to watch it. Like I started off at the bay and walked through like the older parts, watched and like looked at some churches, some temples, and then at the very end I made it into the casino area, so I did like a big circle around it. Abdul, keep in touch is usually the easiest here because I don't really use any social media or anything like that. So, and I stream all the time here, so it's definitely easy to keep in touch here on YouTube. Why did you choose to live in China? Because I went to university in China, Puppy Dog, for Chinese, just to improve my Chinese. Didn't move directly to USA after studies in China. No, I went back to Germany to finish my university in Germany. Like I needed to graduate from university, and then after that I came to America. I mean, there's so many messages held back for review. I wonder what those are. So YouTube is not showing me any of those messages. If anyone's sending me nasty or naughty or mean comments, YouTube is holding them back. So if you complain about me not reading something, it's because I can't even see it. And that's probably for a very good reason. I'm just trying to have a normal conversation here. I'm not trying to have anyone's like bitterness or anything come over here, because I'm not for it. I reject your bitterness. I reject your meanness or anything bad you're trying to send my way. I don't want it. You can gladly keep it. Please don't give it to other people, because that's not fair to them. Just work on your internal like struggles instead of like pushing it onto other people. That's just a little advice from this little nook of the earth. Are you married or happy? Okay, that's a little funny. Happily married. University studies in Germany is really tough, isn't it? Compared to USA. Oh, sorry. When I studied, I failed so many times. Okay, I'll probably get in trouble when I say that, but I would say so. So I can't for sure say, obviously, because I don't study in America, but I have friends that study here, and when I would compare it to the university in Germany, it is definitely very, very different. And I'm just gonna leave it there. I can't say one is better or worse. I'm just saying I would agree with you, Explorer, that it's technically a little bit, I don't know. But there's also different university levels here, or like kind of universities, so it's hard to compare them because American universities are very different. They're not, in Germany, the universities are all kind of not the same, but it's not like there's like those like hardcore elite universities or the the more affordable ones. Our universities are usually not private and state-owned, so they're all like on a very similar level. Versus here, there's different levels of education, professors, and like financial support. And but yeah, I don't know. I'm no expert in it because I don't study here. I am working here, so I'm not the right person to ask. But hi, Nikki. Yes, I've been on lately, but YouTube doesn't often send out notifications anymore. I don't know why. It's just weird. Hi, Lakesh. Greetings to India. I would love to go to India. I was just curious. I know all universities in the world can be hard. Some are more difficult than others. Most definitely, yes. There's worldwide. There's definitely very big differences for sure. Different clubs and sport. That's true. Yes, in America, the universities all like have clubs and sports teams. That's a big difference to Germany. If you go to university in Germany, you just go to university. You will sit on your butt all day long and go to the libraries afterwards, or do your homeworks and essays and stuff. I have never seen anyone of my friends or colleagues or classmates that would do any like sports outside of it. We don't really have time for that, and it's not supported. Like the university wouldn't support you doing any of those things. They really want you to like focus on your studies. And I wouldn't even know if I had the time for that, to be honest. Like I went to the gym and stuff, of course, or like I did ballet during university. Like you need some sort of outlet. You can't just like go to class and just do that. I did that in China, where it's just like really, really just like sitting down and practicing, or like writing all the time. But in Germany, I still did some sports and stuff, but I would never have the time to like be like active in a club or try to pursue like a sports career outside of university. So like hands off if you can pull off both, and if you can just like be like great at sports and also go to university at the same time. I wouldn't have the capacities to do that. So that must be really hard to do both. How did you end up with your first job in the USA? Explorer, that was actually very lucky, I guess, because you know how I had to wait for my green card in America. So if you don't have a green card in America, or you're still waiting for it, you're not allowed to work unless you come here with a work visa already. Since I had to wait for my green card and my work permission, I had to find something to do. Like I saved all my money from Germany when I came here, so I had money to get by until then. But while I was waiting, I was like, I need to do something. So I was like volunteering and work for free, basically without pay, because I wasn't allowed to. And I just really liked the people there. I got good connections through volunteering. And at one point, I was just asked if I want to work there. So like work, because the person that used to do it before me quit, and I just took the spot, and now I'm in a position, like paid position there, I don't own it, Explorer, no. Houses are very expensive at the moment. So I'm still waiting for the house prices to go down, but I'm not in a position to buy any house at the moment. Like I'm just establishing my life here. I just got here recently, so I'm still building up to like being in a comfortable spot. And working nonprofit does not pay well, and military doesn't pay well. So it takes a while to establish yourself in America if you're not an engineer or a doctor or something like that, or a lawyer. Like it takes a while for here, like for being stable in America and to have that sort of financial not aims, financial funds. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I can find good paying IT jobs, but I'm not an IT person. I'm not good at IT at all. Do you think West Germany is better than Eastern part? I think it's equal now. It used to be cheaper to live in the eastern parts of Germany, but I think it's both at the same level nowadays. And well, some people say that the eastern part of Germany technically has a little bit more of like a political issue, when you know what I mean, when we're talking about people being from different countries. I hope you know what I'm talking about. So the western part is known to be a little bit more like liberal than the eastern part, but it might have changed already because I don't live in the east. I don't know. It's just what you hear in the news or from people saying that. Oh no, the NGO does not pay like that. Like some of them do. That's a hard take now. And a lot of people might not agree with that, but I feel like if you work in an NGO and it pays you more than 80,000 a year, is it still NGO? I don't know. I just hope R doesn't kick me out. Oh, how long do you have to wait, Explorer, for the passport? Lakish, I would love to go, yes. I had a sari on one day for a school project. When I had school projects, like in middle school, I was very interested in India and Indian culture. So I'd always have my school projects about some Indian topic, like women in India, dresses, like Indian dresses, Hinduism, or the caste system, the Indian prime minister, the female prime minister you had, stuff like that. I was always very interested in India. I like watching Indian movies and all that. So, and I was wearing a sari. I don't know where I got it from. I think it was like an Indian friend from school. Their parents lent it to me for my school project, and I really liked how it looked like. Yes, IT jobs are not for everyone. Exactly. I'm definitely not an IT person. We had IT in schools, and in German middle schools you have IT classes, and I was not good at that. So, unfortunately. But 1 year for the passport, wow. What's your country of origin, Explorer? Did you say Philippines? Indians wear bright colors. Yes, I love that. That is so nice. I love how colorful it is. There's this Japanese singer. His name is Fujikaze. Kaze. And he has this one song. It's called Grace, and he filmed it in India. And they have such a beautiful dance with all those Indian dresses. It's a really beautiful video. I just want to know some secrets. No, I think you do have to work your 8 hours in here in America, just as everywhere else. That is probably just a myth. Philippines, I got you. We have Filipino friends in Germany, friends of my family. They came there a very long time ago. That's cool, Ned. I don't. I like Germany. That's cool. I'm glad, Muhammad, you like Germany. Have you been to Germany? Germany is a good country, for sure. It's nice to live there. It's very, and I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Muhammad. How are you doing? Germany is definitely a cool place to live. So yeah, I can recommend. Says the one that left Germany, but I didn't leave it on purpose. I never came to America for like any other reason than my relationship. So I never came here because I was like, oh, they pay better or they have more jobs or this and that. But I definitely do enjoy the cool stuff about America, like the nature and that you can get more land here for what you pay for it, other than compared to Germany. In Germany, you don't get anything for your money when you pay a house or buy a house or rent a house. So my goal is to have land and be self-sufficient at one point. So that's definitely more achievable here in America than in Germany. But yeah, I never planned on coming here originally, but here I am. Sometimes I swim here. Buzz. Sure. If you want to think that, I'll let you believe that I'm cool and I swim all the way over the Atlantic. In America, workers are not protected because anyone can be fired. True. Yes, Explorer. Yeah, that is true. In America, people are not protected with their jobs unless you work for the government. So anyone can be fired pretty much any time for no apparent reason, unless you work for the government, like I said. Middle East. Where in the Middle East, Mohammed? What country are you from? German language is tough for newbies. Absolutely. It is very tough. TUFF for sure. Movie names? Oh, you meant that video? It's called Fuji Kaze and the song is called Grace. Grace. It's very cool. Hi, mir geht es gut und dir? Hey, someone speaking or learning German here. I have some issues with the immigrant here, maybe. Yeah, many are illegal. That is very true. But it's a very complex matter, you know, because a lot of countries down there are very hard to live in because of big economic countries. I'm not gonna name any, but you know, we're causing a lot of trouble or helping to cause a lot of trouble in other countries, and then the people from there have to leave and try to have a better life, which I cannot blame them for, which is understandable. But the way it's done is not great either for the people that are in the other countries. So everyone's trying to, you know, just have a good life, and it is not managed very well. So there's definitely some issues with that. I understand that. A row house in Germany. Yeah, but then you don't have any like garden or anything. You know, you have like you can plant like a few flowers and that's it. There is beaches in Germany, Explorer. There's the North Sea and the East Sea. You can go to the North Sea. It's not that big, but it's beautiful. It's really nice. Explorer, I heard that a lot. Yes, I agree. A lot of people say that. So it's definitely a little complicated. Yeah, it's not ideal, but the whole world is not ideal. You know, there's problems that need to be solved, and we can't just blame people from countries where they're struggling, and just, you know, because it makes us uncomfortable, there needs to be like a better solution for those things. But that solution still has to be found. So thank you, Mom. I'd appreciate that. I have a friend here, and his family is from USA, Wisconsin. Oh, cool. In Germany, nice. Sky, I'm from Germany, but I moved to the USA. Near Düsseldorf. Okay. I have friends that live near Düsseldorf too. 30-minute. Bye. Bye, Lakesh. Take care. And thanks for your comments. No earrings? No, I don't wear earrings. I don't like piercings. How is it very difficult to make? Well, there might be. Germans are not very welcoming in the beginning. Like you know, once you're friends with them, you'll be friends with them. Like Germans are very loyal friends, but it's hard for Germans to get out of their shell, and you know, they probably want to be friends with you, but they're probably not the ones that would make the first move. So it's not easy. I understand it. Thank you, Govind. Yeah, I saw your post. Thank you, Lakesh, or your comments earlier. Thank you, Muhammad. Bye. Bye, G. You need to break the shell. Yeah, like not too forcefully, Germans. Like they will like retrieve to their shell like a turtle. You know, if you're too like knocking too hard at the door. But yeah, it can be hard to make German friends. I understand that. Even as a German, it's not always easy to make German friends, to be honest. So I understand. Thank you so much, Muhammad. You too. Lecker, lecker, lecker. But yeah, watched a lot of German videos, like shows and stuff, just to warm up with the culture, understand Germans' ways and how to interpret their reactions, or, you know, I think that helps a lot, just to warm up, to have like not as much of a barrier between you and the German, like the cultural barrier. So, you know, just like learn the way of a German so you understand more than just the language, but also like the body language, and like to be able to interpret what's said between the lines, basically. Yeah, German songs are not always great, so German women are more tough. I hear that a lot. I wouldn't say we're tough. We're very like, let's say, independent and very like strong, opinionated, or like I definitely know what you mean. Like we're definitely not maybe tough is a good word, I would say, now that I think about it. Yeah, I guess, but you will get used to it. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. I want some rain, Muhammad. Please send me some rain. I'd rather have some rain than just heat that we're currently having. But yeah, thank you, everyone. If anyone is new here, welcome. And I'm still hoping to reach my goal of 6,000 subscribers this month. So if you want to consider subscribing, I never say that. I never ask for it. But since I set myself that goal, I will. I'm going to be panhandling for them subscribers now. Please. Okay, we definitely care about yours, Zaidna, even though we don't know who you are and why you're even here, but I never, trust me, I never asked for you appearing in my live stream either, so I think we're even Steven here, so you can kindly swipe. Bye. Muhammad, thank you so much, Muhammad. I'm about to hop off because my phone is at 1% and I hate having my phone in my hand like that because that gets heavy. Okay, I'll let y'all go. Figure out something real quick. I should have done this the entire time. This is like the light thing, like where it makes the screen brighter. Man, I forgot. Well. Too late now. Adios, Said. No one needs your pettiness and your bitterness, your ugliness internally, not out, externally, I don't know, but internally you seem like a very bitter, frustrated person. So please find a way to deal with that and don't offload that on my shoulders or on my stream, on my chat, on the people here. No one wants your bitterness. Keep it to yourself and deal with it yourself, because no one else can do that for you, only yourself. So please spare us, okay? Thanks. Some people they're not mean. I mean, they're mean. You're right. But they're just, have you ever heard about the saying, bitterness looks for bitterness? Like nasty people look for nasty people. They just want to find companionship. I said that like a few streams ago. When people try to be mean to you in a chat or to other people here, sometimes they just attack random people in the chat for no reason. They just try to find someone else that's bitter. Or they want to infect you with the bitterness, so they're not the only person that's bitter, because being bitter is very lonely, I think. I would assume. So to be less lonely in their weird mindset or like sad mindset they're in, they're trying to make you like them. And never accept it. Never accept anyone's bitterness or their nastiness, because you don't want to carry that. You don't want to ingest that or have that with you. Just reject it. It's okay to reject bitterness and meanness. You never have to accept that. Never really react to it. I did, which is probably wrong, but sometimes it's hard not to, because I don't want, other people in the chat to be like pulled down by that bad vibe. So sometimes I say something, and people just keep spamming. Like usually I ignore it if it's just like one comment or so, but people are just looking for attention, that's just what people want, because a lot of people nowadays are attention deprived. And when I see someone like this poor soul that was just here, for example, I feel sad or bad for them, because I know they're not in a good place. And thank you so much. I don't know how to read your name, but happy birthday, Tiffany. Some people are just so lonely and sad, and they just don't have anyone to talk to. They don't have any outlet of their emotions. They don't know how. Maybe they had a very bad upbringing. They have like a bad friend group or something, or like the family was really like not nice to them. So all they know is like getting attention by being mean or not nice to people. So that's all they know. So I can't even fault them, or it's just kind of normal, unfortunately, nowadays, that people try to get attention in a mean way these days. Yeah, you can get attention by good comments or motivating comments. Absolutely, I agree, Explorer. But a lot of people are just not aware of that, or they never experienced that, like getting attention that way, which is really sad. But thank you, I appreciate that. Yes, Zitrusfrucht. Ich bin Deutsch. The German accent is very strong. You're very right. Merhaba to Turkey. Hey, we got a lot of Turkish people. But yeah, we all just gotta learn from it. Don't be mean. Don't accept meanness. Don't let anyone have the power over changing your emotional state, because that's all that people want. Attention, power, and to make you bitter too. Never turn bitter. Once you're bitter, it's hard to get out of that. So don't even get there. Just brush it off. Just be like, nope, reject you. Reject your bitterness. It doesn't come from a good place. I have no cookies, no cookies here in this house. If there's cookies in this house, I will eat them immediately, so they don't last very long. So I usually don't have cookies, because like I said, if I do, they will get ate. So no. And on this note, I'll let you all go into the night. or morning, whatever time it is for the Germans or Europeans. It's morning. Here it's nighttime. And I wish you all a happy work week, a good work week. Be safe, stay hydrated, don't melt in this crazy heat that's going on everywhere right now. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, I think, cooking for my dog Oscar. Tomorrow is his meal prep day. So if you want to be back tomorrow, feel free to do so. And thank you for helping me with my goal of 6,000 subscribers. I am from Germany and I live in the United States. And thanks for double tapping the screen. Hey, we're almost at 100. Appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Axolotl saying goodbye. Bye, y'all. Get ready for a night kiss. Bye. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen. Bis morgen. Gute Nacht. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye. He's back with a different account. He made a random account with very weird names. Bye. Tschüss. Not for you though.